It's up to Larson and Macedo down to the NOS Energy Drink start can in turn 4. And green is out. Larson immediately jumps upstairs. Carson Macedo tries to diamond the exit off turn number 2. It's Larson up front. Lap number led by the 57. Dominic Gordon, Tyler Courtney going at it. Give the spot to Courtney. This track still hammer down fast. Further back, Chance Grasty makes the pass to Cole Schroeder, move him up to 8th. Larson bouncing around through 3 and 4 down to complete lap number 3. At the line, 1.6 second lead over Carson Macedo. DJ Neto not far behind him. Tyler Courtney currently 4th and Dominic Gordon 5th. Last time by, Larson down to a 10.5 second lap. X1 Chance Grasty there fending off the 88 of Cohen Shaw. That is 7th and 8th. Larson catching up to his first lap car. That'll be Connor Grasty in the number 1. Larson rockets around him. His lead at the 2.5 seconds over Macedo. Larson almost a little bit wide there off turn number 4. He's able to gather back in. And once again, 4 wheels above the fluff through turn 2. Eight laps down that time by. Man, what a unique line he has going off turn number 2 in particular. Bouncing around 3 and 4, might bounce over the edge. Kyle Larson trying to buck that Bronco. Man, 9 laps down. Macedo now within a second. Talked about it all day. This track has some nice character in it. Larson way back upstairs that lap. Ten laps down, 20 to go. It is Larson, followed by Macedo, Neto, Courtney, and Dominic Gordon. Looking there at the 10 of Gordon, currently rounding out the top 5, followed by Austin Wood, Chance Grasty, Cohen Shaw, Cole Schroeder. Larson coming up on a trio of lap cars, going to have to pick his spots wisely. He'll go 2 for 1 that time. He'll dispatch of both Rocha and Cohen Shaw. Couple lap cars between himself now and Macedo as Larson rolls up on the lapper of Cole Schroeder. .9 second lead for the 57 of Larson. He'll now drive to the inside of Schroeder and put him a lap down. Still 2 lap cars between himself and Carson Macedo. Tyler Courtney starting to catch up to the 88 in of DJ Neto. You're watching it right down the front straightaway. Chance Grasty slowing in the X1. Hopefully he'll be able to get off to the infield. Here with 17 laps down. Grasty idling slowly around the bottom. Cohen Shaw, heavy smoke as well, and Grasty is going to draw the yellow. Cohen Shaw also up in smoke. As caution flag waves on lap number 17. Well, 17 laps down, Kyle Larson up front in the 57. Right rear flat on Carson Macedo as well. They've had some bad luck with right rears here in the main events tonight for the sprint car. Carson was running second at the time. We'll keep our eyes on Carson Macedo as well with that fresh right rear. Connor Grasty over the edge in 1 and 2. And looks like he'll continue on. He's going to come back right in front of the leaders. Everyone gets by A-OK though as Larson and Neto both slip past. 19 laps down that time by for Larson. Already a 1 second lead over Neto. Tyler Courtney next in line, followed by Wood and Macedo. Connor Grasty will pull to the infield. His night has come to an end. This time by 9 to go for Larson. Looking there at the 21 of Carson Macedo, still shown in the 5th position behind Austin Wood. Last time by Larson, once again down to a 10.5 second lap. 7 to go. Coming up on the lap car of Ryan Rocha now. 2.1 second lead back to Neto, followed by Courtney and Wood. Laps winding down in the final. Wing to 360 sprint car main event of the year in California. 5 to go. Neto gets up in front of the lap car, Ryan Rocha. Tyler Courtney trying to follow suit. Into turn 3 they go. That is second and third. .27 down, 3 to go. Larson still on the chip all the way around this quarter-mile bull ring. 3.7 second lead. Neto, Courtney, Wood, Macedo, Gordon, Schroeder, Rocha. This time by, white flag is going to wave for the Fulkins Brothers Trucking. Finley Farms, JVI Group, Works Limited. Number 57, Kyle Larson through the final set of corners. He'll get his third career 360 victory here at Merced. Give it to Kyle Larson. DJ Neto second, and Tyler Courtney crosses the stripe in third.
And here he is, race fans, your winner, Young Money, Kyle Larson. Kyle, I think it's safe to say you're on the edge of disaster for pretty much that whole race. You were 4 in the fluff down in turns 1 and 2 and almost got over the edge a couple times in 3 and 4. What was the main thing about getting to the line there and not stepping over it, because you came close quite a few times?
Yeah, I mean, when the track's like that, you just have to run really, really hard, and it's easier if you can hit it right doing that. But yeah, I stepped over it a little bit. I was actually getting too comfortable into 3 and kind of starting to be too cautious and cheat it, and then I started bouncing once and got kind of onto the flat. So yeah, I learned from that. Thought the bottom might be okay in 3 and 4, but felt like it was just getting rougher, so moved back up and felt good. And once I saw, I don't know what happened to Carson, but once I could see him in my sights to lap, I figured I had a huge lead, so just kind of calmed down from there. So yeah, fun to get back in the sprint car. I wish we could have had things work out better earlier to run, but yeah, still good to get a win with Paul and Kevin and everybody who helps out. Again, thanks to everybody here at Merced for busting their butts. The track's getting to be a lot of character. You're going to be a much different track than we had earlier, so we'll see, and hopefully we can keep it up front and try and finish up there.
Kyle Larson will start 4th later on in the NOS Energy Drink USAC National Midget feature coming up, but for now, he's a winged sprint car winner here in the race for Chase. What's up, Kyle?
And in case I don't finish on the podium later, happy birthday, Guyneth. Happy 60th.
There we go. How about it one more time, race fans, for Young Money, Kyle Larson. He wins the 2nd round for the race for Chase here at Merced Speedway.
Set to go to green this time, race fans. It is time to sit back, relax, and enjoy 30 trips around the Merced Speedway, because this is what you saved your lunch money for. To the green. He'll get a dash off into turns 1 and 2. We'll see who has the advantage on the back straightaway. Thus far, it will be Seavey and 57. Larson lurking around the bottom side of the speedway. High side running by him is going to be Carter Sark to hold on to that 2nd spot. Holds on to 2nd. Seavey leads away. Larson running in 3rd. It was Macedo and Thorson at the line last time. Macedo right to the middle. Thorson around the bottom. Ooh, look out. Macedo, a little bit of a hook of a rut there. Opens the door for the 71 of Buddy Kofoid. Listing the right rear on the high side of turns 1 and 2. Bolts it onto the back straight with a 71. Going to jump up into the 5th spot. Giving chase now. Dimes it off at turn number 4 a little bit. Takes it back to the high side over turns 1 and 2. Tanner Thorson explores the bottom side of the speedway. Going to lose some speed onto the back stretch. Here comes the mobile one, number 71. Trying to close in and contend here. Bottom side working that time for the Trent Shorey, number 25 through turns 3 and 4. They'll hold on to the 4th position. Up front, Carter Sark. He lost a little bit of ground on the start to Logan Seavey. He's made up a little bit, though. It'll be Seavey, though, coming around to click off lap number 5. Sark, Larson, Thorson, Kofoid, Macedo, Day, McIntosh, Denny, and Sorelli right now making up your top 10. Challenge looming to the high side. Here comes the 71, trying to get a run around to the front straightaway. Got it. Problems on the backstretch, so we got a driver slowing. 97K. Cale Drake had been running in the 14th position, now coming to a stop over at turn number 3. As we get ready to go back to green, single file past the NOS Energy start can. 6 in, 24 to go. Seavey a little bit choppy on the cushion that time through turns 1 and 2 in the restart. Sarv not able to capitalize. Larson neither. They continue to run second and third. Kofoid running in fourth. Thorson still holds on to the top 5 here. Kofoid trying to take a look at the final podium step. Could not catch the Bronzo as they worked into turns 1 and 2. Now streaking through turns 3 and 4. Larson moving his line around a little bit. Worked more towards the middle that time. Not quite to the bottom of turns 1 and 2. Still not able to bring the speed around to the back straightaway to contend with Carter Sarpy. Continues to hold on to second. Logan Seavey, meanwhile, continues to lead the way. Larson in third. Kofoid, now the battle behind them. Here comes the 25 and the 99 AU, Macedo. Steals the spot away from Tanner Thorson. Thorson going to fall back to 6. Works up to the high side. Thorson down to the bottom. They'll late model it around to the front straightaway. Not able to get the charge on the 99, though. Runs in that 6th spot. McIntosh running a 7th. Denny, Day, and Pursley now going to make up your top 10. As the pass for second off at turn number 4, trying to come back to his inside. Sarv trying to take the Dave.com number 31 back up into silver. He'll settle for bronze to the back straightaway. Kyle Larson up to the second podium step. Massage in the inside groove. Finally got the run of the number 31. Takes the spot away. Seavey skipped her over the cushion a little bit over on the exit of turn number 2. Brought her back under control. He continues to maintain nearly 1.5 second advantage over Larson, and that's going to go away quickly. Corey Day coming to a stop at the outside of turn number 2. So your feature winner only a couple hours ago. Now come to a rest over on the outside of the second turn. 18 remain on the board. Seavey thus far has led them all as we go back to green. Seavey and Larson going to throw it into the top side of turn number 1. Larson trying to diamond it down to the bottom. Has a run to the back straightaway. Pulls even as they work up at turn number 4. Battle for the race lead. Seavey's going to hold on to it. Logan Seavey holds on to the race lead. Kyle Larson not giving up to the inside. Up across the racetrack. He'll turn underneath him. Change the grooves to the back straightaway. Seavey's going to hold on now. Takes it down to the bottom. Protects the line of the charge from the number 1 as caution lights come on. Problems for Carter Sarv. Looks like he hit a little bit of a rut. Car got just a tick tight, a little bit of a jump there. And hard to tell if that was mud or equipment coming off of the car, but nevertheless, come to a stop. And we get ready to go. Keep an eye on Larson. Giving Seavey a battle on the last restart. Does he do it again? Takes it down to the bottom. Here he comes for the race lead. Got it onto the back straightaway. Logan Seavey going to fall to second. Now going to charge to the outside to turns 3 and 4. Going to try to retake it. No good. Kyle Larson leads the way in the FloRacing number 1K. Larson leads Seavey back to second. Buddy Kofoid holds on to third. Tanner Thorson running in fourth. Carson Macedo right now running at your top 5. Larson round the bottom of turns 3 and 4. Likewise in turns 1 and 2. Seavey not giving up at the top side of the speedway. Trails by about 6 car lengths. They work into turns 3 and 4. Goes back up to the cushion. It'll be Kyle Larson continuing to lead. He's turned his quickest lap of the race at a 12.262. Logan Seavey still right there with a striking distance. He's got Kofoid now breathing down his neck as he will vacate the top and go down to the bottom to try to fend off the charge of the Mobile 1 number 71. Kofoid in the meantime going to take it up to the top side, rolls her up onto the cushion, brings it back down, sticks right to the back bump of the 57 as they roll into turns at 3 and 4. 3-car fight for the second spot now as you got the 25 of Tanner Thorson into that mix. Kofoid to the middle, the 57 to the outside, the 25M chasing on the bottom, and here comes Carson Macedo. Second through 5th, all under a napkin right now as they work around to the front straightaway. Seavey protects the bottom. Kofoid with nowhere to go. Up the racetrack, the 25M slips it up, and here comes the 99. Carson Macedo to the inside, looking for the spot here as they work off a turn number 4. Got it. Puts that right rear up and slips it right across the nose, number 25. They're going to swap lines around off of turn number 2 onto the back straightaway. Good battle right now for that 4th spot. While they're fighting from second on back, Kyle Larson saying thank you very much. Extends his advantage out to just over a second, 1.157 last time at the start-finish line. As they'll come around to a heat race worth of laps in this one, 8 to go. Kofoid peeling off a couple of tenths that time. Keep an eye on him. Can he pull off the upset? They keep Larson from sweeping here in the evening program at the Merced Speedway. Larson back up to the top at turns 1 and 2. Kofoid, a little bit different line, actually entering more to the bottom and letting the car really just carry speed out towards the high outside. Exiting turn number 2. Up on traffic we go. Larson had to get on the brakes a little bit. Kofoid right there. Does he capitalize this time into turns 3 and 4? Both cars bouncing a little bit as they bring it around to the front straightaway. 5 remain in this one. Fistful shown to the field. Both drivers having to go to the outside. Both of them trip up just a little bit. Larson quicker on the gas, able to get away. Traffic down to the bottom. Leaders up to the outside. 4 to go this time. They work by the 00 and the 68 as they work it onto the back straightaway. Larson again able to get a better bite sooner as they work on to the far side of the speedway. Working turns 3 and 4. Now has to go to the bottom. Kofoid around the outside. Going to close right back up on him. Battle for the race lead. Not over in this one. 3 laps remain. Larson trying to use traffic as a pit. Kofoid trying to come after it. Diamonds it down through turns 3 and 4. 2 to go. White flag coming next time. Boy, Kofoid wants it. He's going to have to come and get it. White flag's coming out, and there he is. Nearly on the back bumper of the 1K with 1 to go. Larson going to have to get them elbows out and make that car wide as they work onto the back straightaway for the final time. He might have it secured here. Puts a lap car between himself and the 71. Off of turn number 4, tries to get the run. He'll be blocked, and Larson will streak away for the win. Buddy Kofoid in second, Logan Seavey in third, Tanner Thorson in fourth, Carson Macedo in fifth, Jacob Denny, Mason Persley, Zach Weigel, Cannon McIntosh, and Ryan Timms, unofficially your top 10. Up out of the car, the confetti flies. He'll head around to the right side of the car, and we're going to go down to Drake York.
So much, Brian. Kyle Larson with career win 16 with an Austin Energy Drink USAC National Midget Championship. And Kyle, you're able to sneak past Logan Seavey there about the middle of the race on the restart. And Logan seemed like he would bobble every time getting into turn number 1 before he got to the line that he found comfortable up there. Did you know on that restart that was probably going to be your best chance to get past him when he did that little bobble line in turns 1 and 2?
Yeah, well, he was pretty committed to running, kind of exiting above the cushion, and we had that restart, and I got by him, and the caution came out. He actually got back by me, and he went to the bottom of 3 and 4, and I was like, dang, then we got the caution. I was like, man, he's gonna run where I want to be, and so I just felt like on the restart, I just needed to, if I exited 4 close enough to him, I needed to just try, a slide job or whatever into 1, and it had a lot of grip for me, across the center, and I caught the cushion, just right off of 2, and could protect. So then I felt pretty good for a while, and caught traffic, and my momentum slowed down in 3 and 4 quite a bit, and I couldn't really see my line in 1 and 2, and I thought I saw somebody poke their nose into 1, so I figured they were building the run on top of 3 and 4. So moved back up there and felt better, felt I could just keep my momentum up better. So yeah, it was a lot of fun. Thank you to Paul Silva, Trevor, Doug, Rob, everybody who was here working on these 4 cars today. It's been a long day, so yeah, it's been fun, and yeah, cool to get FloRacing back in victory lane 2.
You haven't been here a lot behind the wheel of an Austin Energy Drink USAC National Midget, but when you have, it seems like something has happened every single time you've been here. So it's a little bit of a relief to finally pick up a win here in the Midget.
It is, yeah. We've been really good whenever we've ran the Midget at all these California tracks, except for Merced. I feel like we've been average at best, and then we had a couple races where we were really, really bad. So felt good to get a win there. I was honestly surprised with how good I could kind of get through the holes there. I don't know if the track just kind of opened up enough for me to keep my wheel spin where I needed it, but I was a bit nervous, going into that feature, just because the sprint cars go through the holes way easier than the midgets. Midgets, I feel like just because you're hitting them sideways, you get bouncing a lot. So was nervous, with the track kind of slickening up. I felt like we were going to have to run through the holes a lot more, which we did, but my car could handle it there, which was nice.
Kyle Larson picks up the finale of Merced Midget Madness, his 4th USAC National win in 5 races. Unbelievable for the driver out of Elk Grove, California. and he takes the Merced sweep to boot.